Cloverfield Lane. Now, I always tell you at the end, go ahead and let me know of a movie you want me to review on, and someone did. I was excited about it. Chris Marshall, this is for you. I'm going to talk about 10 Cloverfield Lane. Now, 10 Cloverfield Lane is the second installment in the Cloverfield series. This movie is following a girl. She gets pissed off at her boyfriend and is driving off, running away. Don't know if she's going home or whatnot. All of a sudden, car accident happens. She wakes up. She's in some man's bunker, handcuffed to a pipe. And John Goodman's character comes in and is telling her, the apocalypse has happened. The end of the world is upon us. So, she can now decide to believe what he's saying and live in this post-apocalyptic bunker, or go outside and try and figure this all out. Now, this movie is really fun. This movie's been out on DVD, Blu-ray. You saw it, thumbnail. Take a look at it. It's fun. But let's talk about things I didn't like about this film first. There's not a lot. I really liked the pacing. I liked how they did everything. I'm trying to think of things that I didn't like, and I can't. Nothing comes to mind about this movie that I didn't like. Let's talk about the things I did like. It was amazing. The acting was awesome. John Goodman's character is just so straight and intense, and he's so big. Both the other actors are smaller human beings, so when they use the camera, they use John Goodman's size to a benefit. So when he's standing in the hallway and you just see him walking by, you feel small. You feel like this man is holding us against our will as the viewer, as much as they're showing her being held against her will. And the whole experience of trying to get out and what's going on and the twists and turns in this film are such a delight. I don't want to spoil anything, because from the beginning to end, you're asking questions. You finally get answers at the end, and some people don't like the ending. I am a huge fan of the ending, and I would love to hear your thoughts on the ending. Don't give spoilers, but go ahead and say, man, I love the ending, or I didn't like the ending, but I want to hear that in there. But the direction, style, and everything, I didn't like the first Cloverfield movie. Thought it was a fun monster movie, but I didn't like the shaky cam film thing they did. I hate that. It's not found footage films. I don't like it. Not a fan. This one did better. So, let's just get into a rating for this bad boy. This is 2 thumbs up. Like, this is one of my favorite suspense thrillers that they have. From beginning to end, you're asking what's going on. You don't know what's happening, but you're enthralled in this universe. You're enthralled with the characters and what's actually happening, and you have your own thoughts. And they bring up a lot of things that make you uncomfortable. This film is a slow burn, uncomfortable film that you're like, what's happening? And that's what I love so much about it. Now, it is rated PG-13. Parents, this film is very intense. Very, very, very intense. It doesn't have a lot of language. There's barely any language in it. There's really no sexual content in it either. The subject matter is so intense, being a hostage against your will and things. And there is a couple gratuitous moments that happen towards the end of the film that are really brutal. Subject matter is not appropriate for kids under the age of 13. 13, I think, is a fine line, but even then, the intensity of this film, it's a lot. So I don't know if your kid can handle the amount of intensity that this film has, but you as an adult will love it. So I'm going to say ages 13, we're good. So that does it. That's my review on 10 Cloverfield Lane. If you own it, love it, buy it, do it. I'd love to know your favorite suspense thriller. At this point, 10 Cloverfield Lane is up there, but I'm going to go classic. My favorite suspense thriller still to this day is Strangers on a Train. It's one of my favorites. One of the best slow burn, classic Alfred Hitchcock films. It's one of my favorites. And I've been rewatching all Hitchcock films. And I don't know, I might do reviews if you want me to. Throw in the comments. I'll do reviews on my Hitchcock films that I like and tell you my favorite moments in them. If you like what you're hearing, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and 10 Cloverfield Lane is good.